And then as you're lying down, just kind of settling from the day, thinking of the theme today, which is tapasya. This is this dedicated work to the process of self-realization. And it's really coming down to burning down to the purest form of ourselves. We can look at this burning down as tapas, meaning heat. So this is allowing heat to help the body burn through passageways that's no longer needed, ideas or thoughts that are no longer needed, old ideas or paradigms. So just on your mat, when your mind starts to get distracted, see if the self-discipline can be to take that deeper, beyond that distraction, bringing yourself back to what you're feeling, what you're sensing, and then take it a little deeper than that and see if you can get to this space of stillness, this space of unwavering, seeing if you can almost remove yourself and watch yourself move. So as you're lying on your back, just rock your head from side to side. Then reach your arms up overhead, point your toes forward. And as you exhale, draw your knees into your nose, curling yourself into a little ball here. Keep your shoulder blades lifted off of the mat and press your low back down into the mat. From here, just depending on your core strength, your legs may be more elevated from the earth, or you may start to straighten the legs a little closer to the earth. And then try to rock up. So you're just on your sacrum here, more like a half boat pose. And you're just gonna shift from side to side. So one butt cheek, you're just gonna roll over. As you roll over, you're gonna try and lift your chest an inch and then come back into the middle. Roll over to the other butt cheek, lift your chest an inch, and then come back to the side. Doing that a few times, nice and slow. So a lot of control. Hug the inner thighs towards one another. Just rock in here, side to side. And then one more time, each side. And then pause in the middle and open your feet about a foot and then close. So you're stay hovering, belly buttons in towards the spine, arms reach long, and open and close the legs. Moving deeper than that thought that it may be burning, muscles may be shaking. One more time. And then lower all the way down. Bend the knees, bottoms of the feet plant onto the earth. And go ahead and bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. And then press the knee from your right glute. Pull that knee away from you. And come into bridge pose with your left leg as your right leg is in that figure 4 position. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. And then lower your hips to hover off the floor. And then bring your hips right back up into that bridge pose. So inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 2 more. Let's use your breath to guide you. And then lower all the way down and switch sides. So right foot is down, left ankle crosses over the knee, and then move that left knee away from you. Press down into your right foot, lift your hips. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then inhale, drop the hips. Exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Drop the hips. Release the feet. Draw the knees into your belly. Go ahead and curl up into a ball again. Keep your shoulder blades lifted. And then straighten the legs. Lift yourself. You can always bring your hands down, but just lifting to the sacrum here again. And then rock side to side. So one butt cheek, lift your chest high, and then roll back to center. Roll to the other side, lift an inch, and then roll back to center. So just feeling that pace that works well for you. The slower and the more controlled, the more smaller muscles and stabilizing muscles you'll use here. Try to spread your toes. One more time each side. You got this. And then pausing your half boat, flutter your legs up and down. If you need to lower your torso, just keep your legs high. That's an option. And then lower all the way down. Press your feet down, bending your knees. And then coming into bridge pose. Arms are by your sides. Roll your shoulders underneath you. And then lift your toes here. And then softly place the toes back down and isometrically hug your heels towards your shoulders. As you inhale, drop the hips just to hover against the mat. And then exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale. Inhale, drop. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. And then go ahead and lower. Grab a hold of the knees. Curl into a ball. Rock up and down your spine this time. And rock all the way up and over. Hands and knees, tabletop position. Spread your fingers here. You can untuck your toes or have them tucked, just depending on how it feels for your feet. And then reach your right leg back behind you. I'm gonna just switch, you stay where you are. I'm gonna switch so you can see me. And then pivot your right foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Reach your right arm high. From here, go ahead and pivot your left foot about a 45 degree or a 90 degrees behind your left knee. And then lift your right foot about hip width distance or height. Reach your right arm by your ear. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, draw knee and elbow together. Inhale, keep that leg lifted the whole time. And then exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach long. Keep the arm lengthened. Just drop the foot down. And then try and lift your right hip a little bit more. Pubic bone reaches forward and try and wrap your left ribs up. Seal your right pinky toe onto the mat. Just stretch out the side. Roll your left shoulder back and away from your left ear. Deep breath in. And exhale, return the right hand and the right knee down to the mat. And then sending your left leg back behind you. Pivot the foot to be parallel to the back of your mat and then lift the left arm high. Rotate your left foot so it comes behind, your right foot so it comes behind your right knee. And then reach your left arm by your ear. Lift your left leg, deep breath in, and then exhale, draw the knee and elbow together. Inhale, reach long, and exhale, draw it in. Inhale long, exhale. Keep that left leg lifted, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, arm stays lifted, drop the left foot, and then try to wrap your right ribs up, and then seal your left pinky toe onto the mat. Broaden through the shoulders. Feel the left side body stretch. One more breath in. And exhale, return the hand, return the left knee. Drop the belly, look up. And exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. This time, tuck your toes, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few moments here to ground into your downward dog. Feel free to bend your knees heavily as you lift your tailbone. Just think of clawing the mat with your fingertips, then rolling the shoulders open. And then from there, maybe you start to feel gravity take hold of the heels. Legs may or may not straighten. Just feel it out. If it feels good to pedal or move into this downward dog, let that be yours. Collectively breathing in, open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, slowly make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up. Let your head hang until you get to the top. Arms reach high, palms touch. And then exhale, lower your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank pose. Take a deep breath here in plank. And then exhale, lower all the way to your belly, knees can tap down first. Inhale, cobra pose. Draw your sternum forward, reach your tailbone back towards your heels. And then exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Inhale through tabletop or plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. One more round. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, round yourself up, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Moving through a little quicker, inhale, reach your arms high. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back, plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower either all the way or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, look forward, come high to your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees and then step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. You can step back or hop back through to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Starting to layer our flow here. So chair pose, drop the hands, sit down. Fingertips can graze the ground, and then perhaps arms just reach forward. If your arms or shoulders are really tight, just stay there. Otherwise, hands can or arms can come by the ears. Sink lower. Remember, tapas, heat. Sink down. Firm up the thighs. Allow the tailbone to drop. As you stand, you're going to stand onto your left leg as your right knee lifts. And kicking that right leg back behind you, taking a lunge with the legs, hands can come down to frame the left foot as that right foot steps all the way back. Firm up your right thigh, inner thighs hug towards one another. And then sweep your fingertips forward, pull your belly off of your left thigh. Strong legs, soften your eyes. Deep breath. Exhale. Next inhale, transfer the weight to the left leg, coming into warrior three. And then as you exhale, you're going to come back into that lunge. Move as slow as you can, moving through that 2 more times. Inhale into warrior three. Burn out this left leg, step back into that lunge thunderbolt. 1 more time. Good, exhale. Lower the hands, straighten your left leg. If you want to step that right foot in a little bit for more pyramid pose, feel free. Just bow over the left leg. Feel free to wiggle here. Notice if that left knee needs to be bent, feel free. Blocks under the hands can be nice as well. Plant the hands, bend into the left knee, and then step back plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up and back behind you. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose and hover in this plank pose, drawing the thigh up into the belly. And then step that right foot in between the hands. Warrior one, so left heel lowers down onto the mat. Reach the arms high. Bend into the right knee. And then open out warrior two. Checking that both arms are nice and long, shoulder blades are hugging, and bend deeply into the right knee. Wrap your inner right thigh up. Straightening the right leg. Triangle pose, reach the right fingertips forward, tipping over, left arm lifts. Think of still wrapping that inner right thigh forward, and then seal your big toe in the left foot down onto the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower your left hand down to the ground. And then coming into a standing splits pose, you just transfer the weight into the right foot as that left leg lifts high. Bowing your forehead towards your shin. Try to let the toes point down to the ground, which for me usually means I need to lower my leg. Then stepping the left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, bend the knees a little bit, just sway side to side. Release the hands. Come all the way up. Arms reach high when you get there. And exhale, hands to heart. Utkatasana, chair pose, sink down. Reach the arms forward or possibly up. Sink low in the hips. Transfer the weight into the right leg and lift that left knee all the way up. And then send it back. Fingertips can come down to the ground as you step way back into that lunge. From the left thigh, pull the belly over up from the right thigh and then reach the fingertips forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. This time, inhale, warrior three, transfer the weight, lift the back leg. And then exhale, come back into that thunderbolt. Inhale, lift up, straighten that right leg, and then exhale, step it back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Drop the hands, frame the right foot, straighten the right leg, maybe left foot comes in a little bit. Blocks can be underneath your hands. Bow. One more deep breath. Hands plant, step back, plank pose, and then lower through chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, and then exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, plank position with the arms, and then step that left foot between the hands, lower the right heel down, warrior one. Breathe in, breathe out. Open into warrior two. Feeling into the legs, get a nice deep stance here. Triangle pose, straighten the left leg, reach your left fingertips forward. And then spiral your left ribs around towards the front, reaching your right fingertips high. One more breath in. Exhale, release the right hand down, pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Standing splits as you lift the right leg high, bow the head towards your left shin, and then peek back at your leg. A lot of times there's external rotation going on, so can you rotate so the toes point down? It's a lot harder. One more breath in. And exhale, lower the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. This time, lift your toes so you can sneak your hands underneath your feet, fingertips towards your heels, and then toes massage your wrists. Bend your elbows, start to straighten the legs, bow your head. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, roll up. Arms reach high. Then exhale, hands to heart. Adding on for our full flow. Utkatasana pose. Sit down, lift the arms. Stand into the left leg as you bring your right knee in. This time, hands can come down, or maybe challenge yourself to keep your arms by your ears as you step back into thunderbolt pose. Inhale, transfer warrior three. And exhale, step back. We're just going to do that once this time. Lower your hands, straighten the left leg, pyramid pose. One breath here. Bend the left knee, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. And then exhale, draw the knee into the nose. Hover here for one breath. Push the earth away, straighten the arms, strong shoulders. Step that foot forward. Warrior one, left heel down. Arms rise as you bend into the right knee. And open warrior two. Adjust your stance. It's fine to move your feet. Straighten the right leg and then reach forward to your triangle pose. Try to get strong into the right side, really curl or roll those right ribs underneath you and up. One breath in. This time you're going to circle your left arm forward all the way back as you do. So you're going to reach your fingertips towards your left heel or toes and bend into your left knee, Skandasana pose. Right foot flexes. Continue that reach of the left arm out in front of your left shin. Reach your right arm high. If you want to open the shoulders, feel free to take a little bind here. We'll be here for one breath. Release the hands. Walk their hands forward to frame the right foot. And then left hand down, right arm lifts high. Little twist here. Release the hand. Warrior three. Launch your leg forward, or launch into your right leg, sorry, lifting the back leg. Standing splits pose as you create your hands to creep back towards your right ankle. Feel free if you want to challenge your balance, maybe one hand grabs the ankle or both. Release the ankle if you have it. Come back into your warrior three. Really stand strong into your right leg. You're going to draw your left knee in and start to stand up tall. Grab a hold of the knee to bring it with you. Flex your foot. Stack your left ankle on top of the right knee and sit into this half chair pose, half figure, like a figure four chair. Hands can come to heart center. They can also come to your hips or perhaps to blocks in front of you. This is just to open the hip. You can use your elbows to hook the left shin, just making it a little harder. Release the hands, release the foot by your right foot, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms reach high. And exhale, hands to heart. Other side, that's our flow. Utkatasana, sink back, reach your arms high. And then this time, lifting your left knee up. Step it back into that thunderbolt pose. And then inhale, transfer into warrior three. Step back, lower the hands. Pyramid pose, straighten the right leg, bow forward. One full breath. Bend the right knee, plant the hands. Plank pose, deep breath in. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Press into your hands, straighten your arms. One full breath in here, round. And then exhale, step that foot forward, lower the right heel. Inhale, arms reach high, warrior one. And then exhale, open warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Reach forward into your triangle pose. Try to open the arms, almost like you could lift yourself up through your right fingertips a little bit. Inhale, circle your right arm forward and then down as you bend into your right knee, left leg straightens. Go ahead and extend that right arm forward, or maybe you come into your bind for a breath. Release the hands. Walk your hands forward, coming into a lunge. Right hand plants. Left arm lifts for that twist. Firm your right leg. Exhale, lower the left hand. Transfer warrior three. Right leg lifts. Exhale, standing splits pose. Bow the forehead down. Again, warrior three. From here, contract from your core. Draw your right knee in. Then grab a hold of the knee as you come to stand on the left leg. Flex your right foot first, then cross the ankle over the left knee. Sit down into your figure four. Hands can come to heart or to blocks up in front of you. Maybe you hook your elbows onto your shin. Release the hands, release the foot. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Woo. All right, you guys, that's our flow. So we're gonna do that one more time each side. Take a few rounds of breath here first. If you wanna come into Malasana Yogi Squat, feel free to drop your hips and just take 3 rounds of breath here. If you like the forward fold for your hamstrings, feel free to just stay. If you're in Malasana, just coming into forward fold with the next round of breath. And as we flow through both sides, just see if you can dive a little deeper beyond the surface of your mind. Burning away on anything that's not needed. Using that self-discipline for self-discovery. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Arms reach high. And exhale, hands to heart. Utkatasana, chair pose. Stand into your left leg as your right knee lifts. And then step back, thunderbolt pose. Exhale here. Inhale, warrior three. Straighten that left leg as much as you can. And then exhale, go ahead and step all the way back, lower the hands. Pyramid pose as you straighten that left leg. Then back into the left knee, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press into the tops of the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, round here for one breath. Exhale, step that foot forward between the hands, warrior one, arms lift. And exhale, open, warrior two. Straighten your right leg, come into triangle pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep that left arm forward and then all the way around as you bend your left knee, right leg straightens. Perhaps you take the bind or widen the arms. Release the hands, walking forward. Come into that lunge, left hand plants, right arm lifts, little twists, strong legs. And then lower your right hand and come all the way just straight into your standing splits. Inhale into warrior three. Draw the left knee into your core and then grab a hold of the knee to stand tall. Flex your left foot, cross it over, sink into figure four. Option to stay here if you want to take the arm balance. If you're into flying pigeon, feel free. You can bring your hands down, hook your toes onto the outer left shoulder, and then maybe rock forward. This is just a total play. You do not have to do this. Maybe extend the back leg. And then go ahead, release the hands down, release the left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side. I'm just going to spin on my mat. You see where you're at. Utkatasana, sink back, reaching your arms high. Standing into the right leg, lift the left knee. And then exhale, step it all the way back, thunderbolt. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it back, lower the hands, straighten the right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out, bend your right knee, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Breathe in, pull in. Exhale, step it forward, warrior one. Arms lift high as you inhale here. Exhale, open, warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Triangle pose. Breathe in, expand your chest. Exhale, arm reaches forward and then all the way back, bending your right leg, left leg straightens. Perhaps that bind comes, taking that twist. Release the hands, walk them forward, frame your left foot, right hand plants, left arm lifts. And exhale, lower the left hand, launch forward into standing splits. Inhale lifts you into warrior three. Exhale, draw the knee in, grab a hold, stand tall. Flex your right foot, cross it over the ankle, hands can come to heart, and then sit down. Perhaps you hook the elbows onto the shin, toes hook the outer right arm or shoulder, and then you can just come into a halfway balance, just feeling that shift in the weight, or if you want to lift the back toes or straighten the back leg, draw it in slowly, and go ahead, set the right foot next to the left, forward fold. Malasana, heel toe the feet out, toes out, heels in. Take a seat, hands to heart center. Awesome job. Take a few deep breaths. Maybe your hands rest at your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the heat in the body. Now can be a nice time to think of that heat burning through something. And releasing the hands. Sitting down into boat pose. Go ahead and draw your knees in. Lift the shins. Stay here. Maybe arms extend. Other option is to straighten the legs. One more little core exercise before we lay all the way down. So we're going to move to half boat, all the way back up to full boat, whatever that full variation is for you. So maybe you keep the knees bent and you just lower a couple inches and exhale to come back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw it in. Arms can always be used here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw it in. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Reach your fingertips forward. Try to sit up a little bit taller. Roll the shoulders back. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your back. Bend your knees. And bring your arms by your sides. Roll your shoulders underneath. Next breath in, lift your hips. This time, try and clasp the hands underneath you to roll the shoulders open even more. So take this more as a shoulder, chest stretch, hip stretch. Contract your heels towards your shoulders. Try and lift your hips a little higher. Move your chin away from your chest. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Release your hands. Roll all the way back down. Heel toe your feet wide. Let your knees knock into one another. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Notice your breath. Notice the pulsation in the body, the energy, the warmth. Burning away to self-discovery, using self-discipline to do so. Can look so many different ways for all of us. For some of us, it's our practice, our meditation, a walk in nature, a warm cup of tea. Something consistent that brings you back to yourself. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock up and down your spine. Just come to a seated position. Agni Stambhasana here. So our hips should be burning, but also open. So let's start with our right leg down. So bending the knee, shin is parallel to the top of your mat. And then you stack the left leg on top. This can vary in different ways for many people. You can stick a block or a blanket or something underneath your left knee if you need to. If it's too much, you can always draw your heel back a little bit onto the right thigh. That can drop the knee if you're just really tight. Another thing you can do is also just straighten the right leg and put something underneath your left knee. So options there. Otherwise, you're trying to stack both shins, so you shouldn't see your right shin. Your left shin's right on top. Flex your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Then from here, try and fold forward with a flat spine. So think of lifting your tailbone up and back behind you, tipping your pelvis forward. Hands can come forward. And then try and keep that flat spine the entire way down. You'll feel more intensity that way. You can always bring a block underneath your forehead to maybe rest. And then just breathe into your hips here. One more breath in. A slow breath out. As you breathe in, sit up. Coming to a little spinal twist, just take that left foot right outside the right knee. And you can hug that right heel in towards the left glute here, sitting up nice and tall. Then reach your left arm high and swing it all the way back behind you. Fingertips press into the ground right at your sacrum. Lifting a little taller, you can hook your right arm or elbow around the left leg and then start to circle back, gazing beyond your left shoulder. Try to relax the legs a little bit here. A lot of times we tense up, so can you relax into it? As you breathe in, think of growing long and tall. As you exhale, think of spiraling. Use your core for the twist, not your right arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, unwind. And then switching legs. So right leg comes on top this time, left leg on bottom. Make the adjustments of what you may need. Left leg can be straight, or you can pull that right heel in a little bit. Stack the shins, sit up nice and tall first. See how that feels. If you're really tight, this may be where you stay. And then go ahead and fold forward. So thinking of something that is meaningful to you, that brings you back to yourself, something that is a form of discipline for you to burn through. Some people use, scripture or spiritual texts. Some people, it's a very active Ashtanga practice or Iyengar or Vinyasa flow, but it's a dedication, a setting time aside to do it every day. Walk your hands back. Then crossing that right foot over, bring that left heel in, then sitting up nice and tall, reach your right arm high, then sweep it back behind you. As you breathe in, lift up. As you breathe out, start to spiral yourself to turn your head towards your right shoulder. Again, remember this movement is initiated from the core and not the strength of your left arm. Try to soften in the legs and in the hips. And inhale, coming back. Extend your legs long in front of you, and then just roll all the way back down. Draw your knees into your chest one last time, making circles here in your hips. And then other direction. Draw your knees into your chest. Draw your nose up to your knees. Give yourself a little hug. And then release yourself all the way down into your Shavasana position. Legs wide, arms wide, palms face up. Release the control of your breath. Soften your muscles. Your bones get heavy. Releasing any tension in your face. Softening your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your tongue. Follow the breath in. Release a deep breath out. Again, breathe in. Notice the rise of the belly. And exhale it all out. Give yourself permission to rest here, taking these few minutes of silence and rest. If you would like, you can just stay here for a while. Otherwise, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, coming back into your body, feeling the air on your skin. Rock your head from side to side. Reach your arms up overhead, point your toes forward, give yourself a little stretch. Roll over onto your side, fetal position, eyes remain closed. Taking a moment to thank yourself for dedicating this time, giving yourself this space in your day to reconnect. And sitting up. Bring your hands to heart center. Just checking in with your body and your mind. Take note of how you're feeling. Take note of the type of energy pulsing throughout your body. Start to notice those subtle things within you, discovering yourself on a deeper level. And thinking of something within your day that you're grateful for. Could be an act of kindness from somebody, or a friend or family member, a furry friend. Just expressing gratitude. And lift a thumbs up to the third eye and bowing to the extraordinary being that is you. Namaste.